Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm going to have a look today at the Divine Masculine and the energies around him at the moment, and also the messages he wants the Divine Feminine to hear. So let's just have a look at the circumstances around what is happening for the Divine Masculine. If you enjoy this reading, please drop me a like and please don't forget to subscribe. It really helps the channel, so it'd be good to have you along. So let's get started. Okay, Spirit, we're with the Divine Masculine today, please. Can we just have an insight into what the energies are around him at the moment, please? What are the... Oh, thank you. Oh, that's interesting. So we have round and round, but it's come up in reverse. Interesting. Let me just get the cards out. We have all that glitters. Okay. And we have loyal heart. How much space do we have? Let me see. Shall we go for 4? Yeah, let's go for 4. We have chop wood. Okay, let's start with these, see how we go. So the reason I said this is interesting is because it looks like we're coming to the end of a cycle. So the Divine Masculine, you know, his world has been sort of going round and round and round for ages. He seems to be sort of a bit... The Divine Masculines I'm reading for, I have to say, feel like they've been on this sort of treadmill and they just don't know, like a hamster on a wheel, they don't know how to get off. But I love the fact that this came up in reverse today, which to me says that there's going to be an ending to this cycle. So if your Divine Masculine has been struggling with something, if they've been in a situation that hasn't been for their highest good, then be assured that this cycle is coming to an end, you know? I love that. What we have, though, is that the Divine Masculine is still wearing this mask. For some of you, he's been in denial for a very long time. He's been ignoring any signs and signals. He knows that they're there and he's sort of acknowledging them in a way, but not acting on them. So, you know, he's pretending everything in his life is absolutely fine. He's wearing his mask and, you know, he's letting life carry on as normal. But what we see here, you know that phrase, all that glitters isn't gold? He knows that, you know, he went into a situation, some of them may be in a karmic situation, some of them may have moved away for a work purpose, maybe family pressures, whatever. You will know, because obviously these are general readings, so for you, you know, you will know what resonates and what doesn't. But, you know, they went away thinking that the grass was greener on the other side. All that glitters is gold. They were attracted into a situation, but they've not been happy and they've had to wear a mask in this situation. And, you know, this is what Spirit is saying is coming to an end. So, you know, this Divine Masculine is a very loyal person. And, you know, that's a lovely, lovely attribute, as we know, but it's not serving him at the moment. Because, you know, he's trying to do things in the right way regarding the situation that he's in. So his loyalties are sort of being pulled in either direction, really, because he feels he has responsibilities in his current situation. But actually, he knows what the keys are to moving forward. Can you see these tiny keys on this... what's that word going? They've got a special word, haven't they? Bunting. That's the word I was looking for. On the bunting here, you know, there are 2 keys which show the way forward. And, you know, he has insight into the way forward. He knows what he wants. He knows he wants to be with his Divine Feminine. But, you know, he's trying to be loyal to the current situation because, you know, obviously he walked into it and he wants to remove himself from whatever the circumstances are. But, you know, at the moment, his loyalties are a bit torn. And, you know, his energies are going towards him being very much in the moment. Chopwood is all about him dealing with his day-to-day tasks. So, you know, there's maybe a bit of this, while he's wearing the mask, he may be convincing himself that he can ignore the fact that he's not happy by getting on with everyday tasks. But Spirit are saying, no, 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 no. This isn't going to carry on, Divine Masculine. This is coming to an end. And, you know, it's interesting. I'm going to pull some tarot, actually, to get some more information here, because it almost feels in this reading that the Divine Masculine has the awareness, but hasn't taken the courage to take the steps. But with this card being first and being in reverse, it actually feels like Spirit are saying, time's up, Divine Masculine. This is your time when you have got to take action. This has to end. So let's pull some tarot. I am so excited, people, because I have actually just ordered 2 new tarot decks. And you know me, I always stick to the same tarot deck, even though I have got 2 or 3 already. But I stick to this. I love this Everyday Witch Tarot. And I just love it because it's colourful, it's straightforward. I love colour. So, you know, I stick to it. But I've got 2 new decks coming, so I'm very excited. Let's hope I like them when they arrive. Anyway, let's get some meaning, some further meaning on these 4 cards about the circumstances around the Divine Masculine at the moment. So, Spirit, what is this round and round card? Thank you. Yeah, look, you know, the cycle has to end because it's causing the Divine Masculine a lot of misery, you know? He knows where he's going to be happier. He knows that he's drawn to his Divine Feminine, but he hasn't known what to do about it. And he's done, you know, a lot of thinking things through. It's caused him a lot of upset. He's in an inner turmoil, Spirit have just said. Because although all the signs that he's getting are pointing him in the direction of the Divine Femme, in terms of where he belongs, in terms of the sunshine, in terms of a happier life, he's really struggling because he has this loyal heart and he's trying not to hurt anybody. But in doing that, you know, he continues to cause himself pain and in turn causes the Divine Feminine pain. So, you know, this is why Spirit are saying, time's up, Divine Masculine. You know, enough pain, enough pretending. Let's get this action started. So, why do we have all that glitters, please? Why do we have all that glitters? I missed it, Spirit, sorry. Why do we have all that glitters? Whoops-a-daisy. Thank you. Yeah, look, he's not happy where he is. He knows he's not being true to himself. You know, he's hiding behind this mask. And, you know, his intuition is telling him that it's time to leave that behind. Because remember, he's getting this clear message from Spirit through his intuition to tell him, time's up, you know, you can't hide any longer. He is very, very in tune with his intuition at the moment. And, you know, he's hoping to manifest. We haven't got the Magician card here yet. We may not. Because what Spirit is saying is he's hoping to manifest the outcome that his intuition is giving him. In other words, you know, he's being told to move forward and to leave the false situation that he's in. As I said, it doesn't have to be a karmic. For some of the Divine Masculines, it could well be that, you know, they're just living in a different place and they've hung on to that too because of their security or whatever. You know, you'll know how it resonates with you. Why do we have Loyal Heart here, please? Yeah, again, it's about this happiness. It's about him, you know, Maybe he's in a position where there's a planned celebration going to happen. You know, maybe the people around him have expectations of him to keep everybody happy. And this literally, as I said earlier, is about him trying to keep everybody happy. You know, he wants people to like him. He wants people to be joyous. He doesn't want to be seen as the bad guy. He wants to move this situation forward in the best possible way, but that seems to be causing a lot of procrastination. Okay, why do we have chopped wood, please? Why do we have chopped wood? It's not that one, Spirit, is it? Thank you. Yeah, look, he's hiding his true feelings. He has loving feelings here. He has loving feelings for the divine feminine. But the King of Cups is somebody who feels all this emotion but doesn't know how to express it. And instead of confronting that issue and actually being brave and moving forward with his honest feelings, he's sort of burying his head in the sand and just getting on with his day-to-day life because it's easier than taking that step and potentially upsetting people around him at the moment. So they're sort of the circumstances that he's in. Let's get some idea of the steps forward, please. What steps are the divine masculine, apologies. What steps are the divine masculine is the... I'll get my English right in a minute, seriously. You wouldn't think I was English, would you? Okay. Spirit, what are the steps that the divine masculine is likely to take following from these circumstances, please? Okay. Oh, wow. He wants his 10 of Cups. He wants his blissful happiness and he knows what he has to do to get it. But he's, you know, as I say, we still have this hesitance from him about taking it. You know, he wants to look at this, like I said earlier, the sunshine is outside the window here. He has to get out of this morbid energy where he's distressed and upset and confused and not knowing what to do. He needs to follow his inner guidance that is pointing him towards the sunlight, which will actually bring him his 10 of Cups. You know, it's time for him to head towards union. And, you know, his inner voice is saying that. But let's see what the inner voice is telling him following the High Priestess, please. What is his inner voice telling him? Yeah, look at this. That's what his inner voice is telling him. He knows where he belongs. You know, I mean, there's another card here that I need to take. But, you know, to have the 10 of Cups in terms of next steps, he's heading for his bliss, his happy family situation, his loving environment with the person he truly loves, you know? And he's hoping to manifest that. It's almost like at the moment, he's listening to his intuition. He knows he has to leave the fake situation behind and move towards this loving energy. But there's a part of him that's hoping it will just magically happen. You know, like when you go to bed, you hope that when you wake up in the morning, things are going to be different. And there's an element of that with him. Let's see what this card is. Yeah, look, he's in his headspace at the moment. He wants to bring clarity to this situation. He wants to take charge of this situation, but he's very, very much in his headspace. So although his intuition is telling him where he needs to be and what he needs to do in order to move this forward, the reason he's getting stressed, as we see over here, is because the intuition is working like in the back of his mind and in his heart, but he's trying to work things out in a logical manner as to what steps he's going to take because he doesn't want to cause upset to the people he's currently around. And as I say, that could be family. It could be that he has dependent family and he knows that if he has to move across a country to be with you, then he's going to have to leave people behind. You know, there are all sorts of scenarios here that could fit. So yeah, let me know sort of how that resonates for you, because it looks like he's really, really taking notice of the inner voice, which is fantastic step forward. It really shows that work has been done on his, awakening, but he's still in his headspace trying to figure it all out. Yeah, look, he's really trying to focus. He knows he has to focus on moving things forward. And that is why he's in his headspace, because he knows that what he puts his mind to will actually materialize, manifestation. But at the moment, he's focusing on how to move things on, but keeping himself stuck because of his loyalties to whatever the situation is at the moment. It doesn't necessarily mean there's loving energy there, but it does mean that he has responsibilities and loyalties in the current situation that he's in. So why do we have Chopwood and the King of Cups, please? Oh gosh, didn't I say earlier we haven't had the Magician yet? And here it is. I said we may not have it because they've given us that message through the High Priestess. But look, he's just hoping to manifest an opportunity to speak clearly with the Divine Femme. That is the message that I'm getting. The reason I say, usually I just talk about the Magician card in terms of manifestation and hopes and dreams, etc., etc. Being able to, for me, because it's come up with the King of Cups here. In this scenario, we have the sword here. Swords in tarot are always about clarity, and it just feels like this King of Cups, although he's sort of engaging himself in everyday activities with the Chopwood card to avoid the issue, he knows that this situation has got to be cleared up. He knows that he needs to manifest this sort of clear avenue to get to the Divine Feminine, to have these honest discussions. He knows he's got to be clear, and that's what he's struggling with a bit at the moment. Can we have a card for the between these two, please, for King of Cups and Magician, Spirit? Can you give us some more information about that? Yeah, because he knows there's got to be give or take. You may have found that your Divine Masculine has been withholding his emotions for a long time. He may have not told you how he feels. He may have been hiding or been in denial even. But, here we see him hiding his emotions here, but wanting to bring clarity to this situation, to be more honest, to manifest this opportunity to have an open communication. But also he knows that there's give or take needed in this relationship. So your relationship with your Divine Masculine may well have been very one-sided, because he's been in denial, he's been withholding feelings. So he's now coming to the realization that there has to be give and take for the relationship to work. And, it's almost like he's trying to deal with two different scenarios. He's trying to deal with the present and trying to get out of that situation with the least damage, but also moving towards the Divine Feminine, but knowing he's got to do his part, give his part, as well as receive whatever he's been receiving from the Divine Femme. So, that's really interesting. No wonder he's in his headspace, because he's got all these thoughts going round that he's trying to sort out, basically. So let's just get some, I'm going to go with the love. I always call these the love oracle, and I know they're not called that, but I can't remember what they're called. But anyway, I like them. So let's push these cards up a little. I've made a right mess of that now. I do like them to be tidy, as you know. I really do. They annoy me if they're all over the place. Which is odd, because I don't live my life like that at all. But my cards, I like them to be straight. Okay, so let's have a look at the messages. What does he want you to know? Yeah, look, there's still a part of the divine masculine that is in denial over this relationship. He knows what he wants deep down, but, you know, there's, for some of the divine masculines, they're still refusing to see the way forward. They sort of know in their hearts what they want, but they're almost like blocking it because it's causing too many complications in their current life, and they wanted an easy life. But what they're realizing is they can't carry on pretending for the whole of their lives. So, you know, they're causing themselves some conflict by refusing to see that there's a way forward here. Yeah, for some of them, that they're in a position where they want to actually take the lead in a situation. They want to be the one that's out front. They want to be the one that is finding the way forward. As I say, they're very much in their headspace at the moment. So, you know, they want to find that way forward. For some of them also, it's the other way round. So for some of them, they're still learning some lessons here. Which, if you look at the refuse to see card, that sort of makes sense, because, you know, if they're still in a little bit of denial, they've got to work through that. They've got to learn that lesson before they can actually take action. So, you know, the divine masculine is wanting you to know that, you know, there are still little bits of him that doesn't know how to take things forward. He wants to take the lead in this situation, but he knows that he's still got some things to sort out, some things to learn. He's trying to keep his feet very much on the ground, you know. He's not allowing himself to get wrapped up in a flight of fantasy, because he's dealing with his everyday life. We had the chop wood card earlier. He's trying to stay very grounded and not get carried away with what he calls, they've just said to me, fanciful ideas. So any sort of fanciful ideas that are coming up, he's trying to sort of, you know, push them to one side and just stay grounded in the everyday experience. And this is why, as I say, he's very much in his headspace, but wanting to take the lead, as we see in the Teach card. Yeah, look, there may be an issue around his throat chakra, and we know this because we had the King of Cups up here. And he knows that he has to, as we saw here, we know that he has to give and take. You know, it's not about us knowing, it's about him knowing. He knows that he has to give or take in this relationship. So he knows that when he approaches you, Divine Femme, he has to be able to express his emotions. This is what we saw with the Magician card earlier. We saw this sword here, which is all about, you know, swords are all about clarity. And, you know, he wants to be able to communicate with you clearly, you know. But the throat chakra card has come up to show that he wants to have this honest, open communication with you. And he wants to almost like magically let it happen, you know, because he finds that very, very difficult. But at least he's now reached the stage where he knows that that is what it's going to take. He's got to be honest and open. What are the emotions he's feeling towards the Divine Femme, please? Gosh, again, we have a card of intuition, the third eye chakra. So, you know, again, he's intuitively knowing where he wants to be, as we said earlier, and that's just a confirmation. Yeah, he's hoping to find some sort of balance in the relationship. So if you have been in conflict, or if there have been words said in the past, or if it's been an uneven relationship where you've been doing more of the giving and he's, not been giving back equally, he wants to sort this out. He wants it to be a more equally balanced relationship moving forward. He acknowledges that he hasn't been doing enough. So let's see. Oh, thank you. Yeah, look. He's much more clearer in seeing the way forward, you know. And we have a butterfly here, which, you know, sometimes can be about transformation. He wants things to be different this time around, you know. He wants to be able to talk to you clearly, as we've just said, you know, and he's much clearer in his thinking and in his heart about what he wants. And he knows he wants this transformation. Can we do that again, Spirit, please? What else, please? What are the emotions here? What are the emotions? Yeah, embrace. He wants this open communication. He wants to be able to talk to you, and he wants to be able to embrace this relationship in its entirety. You know, look at this heart in this card. Look at this heart here, and look at what's growing from it. The love is growing. Look at the heart chakra here with this, like a sunshine coming from this heart. And, you know, he wants to embrace this relationship in its entirety. If he's been giving you sort of crumbs or piecemeal throughout your relationship, he doesn't want to come into it half-heartedly. This is what the message is for you. He doesn't want to come into this relationship half-heartedly again, because he knows you deserve better. Okay? He knows you deserve better, and that is what he is aiming for. But he is still struggling to sort out this 3D situation. So yeah, there is a little bit of procrastination coming up. Let's just pull some angel oracle, and then we'll bring this to a close. What advice or messages, my angels, do you have for the Divine Feminine, please? For the Divine Feminines. Thank you. We need clarity on that. They said no, no, no. I'm going to bring some clarity on that, because I'm not sure what they're referring to here. I think they've just said to me, don't give up. They're saying no. It's almost like, you know, the angels are saying, we can hear your frustration, Divine Feminines, but no, don't give up now, because we've worked so hard to get the Divine Masculine ready. Don't give up now. Oh dear. Yeah. I love it when they do that. So they throw out a card, and I'm thinking, what do they mean by that? And then they speak to me and they say, don't give up now. And once I've verbalized it, they say, yes, that's what we mean. They're so funny, honestly. What else, please? Can we have some more advice for the Divine Feminines? Yeah, there's better times to come. So yes, there is something better than what you're experiencing now, Divine Fems. There is definitely something better. And, you know, in terms of the Divine Masculine, he is at least on the right track. Yes, he's taking his time, but at least he's on the right track now. You know, he has those intuitive messages, he's acknowledging them, but he's still, instead of following his intuition, he's still in his headspace trying to figure out day-to-day stuff. So they're saying there are better times ahead. There's something better coming along. It won't always be as it is. Can we have one more? Because I don't like three, please, Spirit. Can we have one? Whoops, a daisy. Okay. Yes, it's that one. Okay. Oh, wow. So we're seeing helpful people. So the Divine Masculine, you know, is being helped with this situation. And, you know, Spirit want you to know that, and this is, I love this. I know I keep stopping mid-sentence, but I do love this, because helpful people and friends and colleagues are coming up in every Divine Masculine reading I'm doing at the moment, whether it's the karmic reading, whether it's Divine Masculine reading. There are helpful people around helping him to sort out this situation. So, you know, something better is on its way. Okay, let's just, for the sake of it, because I've not used these for ages, pull a couple of romance angels. What clarity do we have, please? What messages for the divine femme, please? I can't take all of those, Spirit. What messages for the divine femme, please? That's too many. What messages for the divine femme, please? Thank you. So yes, for the divine masculine, there may be some issues around his finance and his career. He may want to feel more financially stable before he steps forward towards you. Okay. It says financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. What else? Is there anything else the divine feminine needs to know, please? Yeah. They told you not to give up, didn't they? And now look at this. Worth waiting for. And as always, it says divine timing is at work in your love life. So as Spirit said earlier, when they gave us the no and then the yes cards, they're saying that, you know, they've been working really hard in the past year with the divine masculine through his awakening, and they don't want you to give up now. I mean, you have your free will. So, you know, if you choose that you don't want to be a part of this situation anymore and you need to step back from it for a while, then, you know, you need to do what's right for you, divine femmes. But what Spirit is saying is it will be worth waiting for, okay? It's all in divine timing. As you know, what we can never say is how long divine timing is, and certainly not in a general reading. But anyway, I hope you found that reassuring. I hope it gave you some hope. I'm using the word hope a lot today. There must be something in that. So yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know how you're feeling about things. Let me know, you know, how this resonates with your situation. Please drop some comments down below. You know, every time you leave a comment or you like the channel, or especially when you subscribe, it really, really helps the channel in terms of the videos being seen more and being more accessible to more people. So, you know, if you could do that for me, that would be lovely. So I hope you've enjoyed the reading, Divine Femmes, and I will catch up with you all really, really soon. Take care.